Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about common emitter amplifier with load. In previous lectures, we have discussed about common emitter with short circuit load. You please go through the description box so that you can access the common emitter amplifier analysis with short circuit load. Now let's move into the main topic. Let's consider this is the common emitter amplifier with a corresponding voltage divider biasing, and in order to analyze the corresponding circuitry with load, we are going to be applying corresponding AC analysis of common emitter. Over here, initially making the VCC get short circuited, connected to the ground. Similarly, whatever the large electrolytic capacitors we are having, those are also be get short circuited, and the circuit is get modified as like this. Here, if you observe, whatever the VCC is get short circuited, connected to the ground, and the coupling capacitors are get short circuited. Bypass capacitor is also get short circuited. Further, the circuit is modeled as like this. Simply, we are changing the orientation of the R1 and RC simply like this, as R1 is connected from the base to the ground. The same we are representing here, R1 connecting from the base to the ground. RC is connecting from the collector to the ground. The same is modeled here. RC is collected and connected from the collector to the ground. Later, we are replacing the transistor with the H-pi model. Then the circuitry here. RL is a finite resistance, is parallel with the capital RC and RCE. We know 80 kilo ohms is parallel with the RC, RL, and we are taking the RL is going to be a finite value, not more than this 2. Then the parallel combination of RCA with the RC and RL is approximately equal to the RL only. Then at the output circuitry, the circuit is over here. The corresponding RL is the finite value, that is parallel combination of RC, RCE and RL is equal to the RL, and the circuit is modified like this. To further modifying the circuitry, we are applying the Miller's theorem over the elements sharing between the B dash and C. Initially, we are applying the Miller's theorem on the RB dash C. Then at the input circuit, the RB dash C is modeled as RB dash C by 1 minus AB. Similarly, at the output circuitry, we are modeled the corresponding element as RB dash C into AB by AB minus 1. Now, if you observe over here, RB dash C is much greater than the RL. We know RB dash C into AB by AB minus 1 is approximately equal to the RB dash C is parallel with the RL, then it is just equal to the RL component only at output circuitry. Similarly, if you observe at the input circuit, RB dash E is parallel with the RB dash C by 1 minus AB, and this is also approximately equal to the RB dash E. So that we are replacing the corresponding elements further as like this. We are applying this modification in the circuitry. Then the circuit is modeled like this. Here we are taking out the corresponding RB dash C into AB by AB minus 1 from here. Similarly, at the input circuitry, RB dash C by 1 minus AB taken out. And now, in order to further minimizing circuitry, we are applying the Miller's theorem on the CB-C. On applying the Miller's theorem at the CB-C, then the CB-C is divided into the two parts, as at the input side it is going to be CB-C into 1 minus AV at the input side, like this. At the output side it is going to be CB-C into AV minus 1 by AV, like this. Now, in order to further minimize the circuitry, we are taking the time constant of the circuit on the both the side, such as at the input side and the output side. The input side time constant is much greater than the output side time constant, so we are eliminating the CB-C into AV minus 1 by AV at the output circuitry. Then the circuit is going to remain like this. It is only having the CB-C at the input side, and the CB-C at the output side is get eliminated. And further, we are going to be calculating, if you observe, both the capacitors CB-C into AV minus 1 by AV over here, AV minus 1 by AV over here, and the CB-E, both are going to be parallel in nature. CB-E and CB-C into 1 minus AV, both are in parallel in nature. Then we are writing this as a C equivalent as CB-E plus CB-C into 1 minus AV, and the circuit is modified like this. Now, if you observe over here, we are taking the C equivalent as the corresponding component here. The C equivalent is the CB-E plus CB-C into 1 minus AV. Now come to the corresponding analysis. Initially, we are going to be calculating the voltage gain of the corresponding amplifier with finite load. To calculate the corresponding voltage gain, we are taking the output voltage of the corresponding amplifier, V0. V0 is nothing but the current resistor across the current flowing at the load IL and the corresponding load resistance RL. So V0 is equal to IL into RL, and further IL is nothing but the minus IC. So we are going to be replacing the IC as GM into VB-E and take out the VB- towards the left side. So we get V0 by VB-E is equal to minus GM into RL, itself equal to the voltage gain of the corresponding amplifier. If RL equal to 0, if load resistance becomes the 0, nothing but short circuited, then the AV is going to be 0. Similar as your previous discussion, you please go through the corresponding video lecture on common emitter with the short circuit load. The same we have discussed over there, and the link has provided in the description box. Next, we are going to be further modifying the circuit by calculating the impedance at the input circuitry. Here, if you observe RB-E and the C equivalent both are in parallel in nature, then we are going to be writing Z is equal to RB-E parallel with the XC equivalent. XC equivalent is the reactive component of the C equivalent. Then we are writing the Z is equal to RB-E into the reactive component as the 1 by j omega C equivalent by RB-E plus 1 by j omega C equivalent. And further minimizing this one, we get RB-E by 1 plus j omega RB-E into C equivalent. And the circuit is modified like this. Over here, Z is nothing but the corresponding impedance over here is nothing but RB-E by 1 plus j omega RB-E into C equivalent. Now we are going to be calculating the voltage across the impedance Z. The impedance VB dash E is nothing but the IB into Z. Now replace the Z with the corresponding impedance over here, RB dash E by 1 plus j omega RB dash E into C equivalent. This is the corresponding the voltage that has been get appear at the B dash. Now further we are going to be calculating the current gain. Current gain is to be defined as of output current to the input current. The output current is the IL. The input current of the corresponding amplifier over here is going to be the IB. So IL by IB. IL is further written in the form of IL is nothing but the minus IC. So we are writing the corresponding IC as minus GM into VB dash E by IB. Now substitute the VB dash E value that we have already calculated in the previous over here, and the corresponding circuit is modeled as the corresponding equation has been get modified as minus GM IB into RB dash E by 1 plus j omega RB dash E into C equivalent by IB. Now IB get cancelled over here. It is going to be modified as minus GM RB dash E by 1 plus j omega RB dash E into C equivalent. Now we know that GM into RB dash E is the HFE. The same has been discussed in the previous lectures. You please go through the same. I am providing the corresponding link over there. The calculation of RB dash E. You please follow the corresponding link in the description box. There we know that GM into RB dash E is the HFE. Then the same has been get replaced over here, minus HFE by 1 plus j omega RB dash E into C equivalent. We know omega is the angular frequency, is to be written in the form of 2 pi f. The same has been replaced over here, omega equal to 2 pi f. Then the equation current gain has been modified as minus HFE by 1 plus j 2 pi f RB dash E into C equivalent. The higher cutoff frequency. Now if you observe over here, if you are having any particular RC circuitry, the upper cutoff frequency that we get passed by the any particular RC circuitry is going to be written in the form of 1 by 2 pi RC. The similar mechanism has been adapted over here, such as the upper cutoff frequency that we get passed by the amplifier is the 1 by 2 pi RB dash E into C equivalent. Now replace the same FH in the above equation, and the equation has get modified as AI equal to minus HFE by 1 plus J F by FH. Now apply mod on the both the side. Mod AI equal to mod minus HFE by 1 plus J F by FH. Then on applying the magnitude, minus negative component has been get taken out. It is going to be having the only HFE by, and the complex term has been written in the form of root of 1 plus F by Fh whole square. Later, the applied frequency is equal to the upper cutoff frequency Fh. Then the current gain of the amplifier is going to be represented as HFE by root 2. Now we go further, the relation between the upper cutoff frequency Fh and F beta. We have already calculated Fh is equal to 1 by 2 pi RB dash E into C equivalent. Replace the C equivalent with the previous discussion as CB dash E plus 1 plus CB dash C into 1 minus AB. And then Fh is formulated as 1 by 2 pi RB dash E into CB dash E plus CB dash C into 1 minus AB. We know AB is the voltage gain. We have already calculated as the minus GM into RL. The same has been get replaced over here. then fh is equal to 1 by 2 pi rb dash e into cb dash e plus cb dash c into 1 plus gm into rl. If rl equal to 0, then the corresponding fh is going to become the f beta. It means if the corresponding load has been short circuited, then the upper cutoff frequency is equal to f beta. Now we go for the how the corresponding fh is get vary with respect to the load resistance. As RL is get increasing, then the denominator of the fh is going to be get increases and the cutoff frequency get decreases. The same has get observed over here. At RL equal to 0, fh is going to be the f beta, the higher value we are going to be having here. And further increasing the RL, then the corresponding cutoff frequency is going to be get decreases over here. Thank you. For my more videos, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Thank you.